Bel Air nightclub. How many evenings have you spent in the Bel Air nightclub, Benny?
I've done three. I did three residential PGA trips up here, so that's at least 15 I've been in there. Maybe 16
right?
or 17 possibly.
It was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, I loved the Bel Air nightclub.
And actually, when you're going through that intense training of the PGA,
it's so important for any of these young professionals that are doing their training to have the odd pint just to loosen up and just to unwind, because you get sort of PGA stress, I'd say.
Well, good morning everybody and welcome to another Sunday morning show. Good morning, Bernie.
Good morning, Dan. Good morning, everybody.
Well, today we have got a slightly different Sunday morning show for them, haven't we?
On location.
On location, a little bit behind the scenes. We are obviously at, well, obviously, I say obviously, but they can only see the Betfred sign behind me. But we're at the Belfry. We've arrived at the Belfry and we've actually come up here because we've got a bit of a challenge today. And as we were coming up in the van, we thought, well, why would we not, whilst we're there, do the Sunday morning show from the Belfry? And part of this, and I'm going to...
Do I know this or not?
Bernie, tell everyone what's happened. You've hurt your neck, haven't you?
So I've been doing a little bit of recreational gardening.
Is that what they call it nowadays?
Well, I didn't want to call it commercial because I'm not getting paid for it.
No.
I've been doing some gardening and I've done something for my neck.
Yeah.
When you hit in your 40s, you do stuff without warming up, and I picked up something or done something, and my neck's not good, so I can't turn to the right. So
what you'll notice when Bernie turns, everything turns with him. I mean, it would actually probably help your turning game in the game of golf, wouldn't it? A full turn at your age, that's impressive. So we're standing here on the 10th tee, and we're going to come back to this part of the golf course when we're actually going to vlog the course, and then we're going to come back here and we're going to do the 10th tee challenge from here. So,
I might still hit a shot, to be fair. What does it when your clubs are that, does it?
So the idea of this is to give you a bit of an insight into what is happening. We're playing with the head pro at the golf club here, Dan.
And head of the academy.
Head of the academy. Yeah. So we've just had some lunch with him, but we're going to go over now to the academy, which is a stone's throw over there, and just catch up with him, meet him, and he can share with us what's happening out over at the academy. So should we head over there?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Should we have a wander in?
Let's have a little wander in, Dan. So will the players actually be down here during the event?
Yeah, so this is going to be like just a seating area for the players as well. Yeah. So this and our VIP area through here as well. So yeah,
this is your VIP
suite?
VIP
room, yeah, so Callaway VIP suite. Obviously big screen for top tracer here as well, so people can rent this out, probably comfortable numbers, about 6 people. If there's football or like Masters on the TV, golf, it's great. Obviously we can have it on the TVs here, bring food, drink in here, sofas for people to chill out in, put the music on, and yeah, it's good for people if they just want to have a bit
vibe.
Of... Yeah, great vibe. Like birthdays
so
or just guys.
Callaway kind of obviously help you create this.
Yeah.
I don't see any Callaway equipment in here. So is it a fitting as well? Or
well,
is
Callaway are part of Top Trace, obviously they own Top Tracers, so there's a big tie up there. Yeah. So we won't use this for fittings, it's purely just for...
An experience.
Yeah, an experience.
Chipping green. Yeah. So I remember this in my PGA training, I would have come up here and done a little bit of short game stuff. Yeah, yeah. What's this going to be used for in the tournament?
So obviously this is just exclusive short game facility for the players. So we've got this sort of shorter cut area just down here that we've sort of mowed in with the greenkeepers. Yeah. And you can see that the greenkeepers have fertilised massively over here. So you look at
you can almost smell it, can't you?
Yeah, and you see the thickness of the grass of what they try and grow this up as long as they possibly can.
They're trying to get this to replicate what's going on.
Replicate the semi-rough and the green side. I think you'll see when we go out there today, they're just growing up greenside. So anything that misses the green or misses the fairway, hard to get out of. And then the shorter area where they can pitch from. And then, yeah, I mean, for a short game green, you can see pretty good quality for a short game green.
So day to day though, what do you use this area for? Is this for coaching?
We use this for coaching, wedge fitting, wedge gapping, and so open to the public as well. You know, so if you're using the range, you know, they can come and use these facilities as well. So I think the range is a real good public facility because the range is so good.
Yeah.
With top tracer now we've sort of increased footfall.
Yeah.
We've got a putting green over on there, and we've actually got 2 short game areas. So small chipping green over here,
Right.
and then big chipping green over here. But yeah, effectively this is open to the public and anyone who's using the Belfry. Yeah.
And when the tournament's on,
Yeah.
can the visitors, should we say, can they get in and around here, or do you shut it all
Yeah,
off?
it's going to be shut off to the players, but there is sort of entrance over here.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a viewing bay. So as the spectators come in, we're going to do a one-way system.
Yep.
So they come in through one way, go out the other, and then they'll be able to view the short game area from here when they walk in. I mean,
Yeah.
they're not going to get up close to people's short game, but they're going to be able to see the people practicing,
Yeah.
and then obviously watch the players on the range as well. So yeah, it's been good. It's like first year of a tour event with crowds,
spectators.
so
Fantastic.
everyone gets to
Absolutely
see practice, golf course, everything. So yeah, awesome.
A player's gym. I mean, I obviously I've never been to, or I haven't been to too many tour events. So is that kind of common? Do you see this at tour events?
I think they've had it at a few events, maybe like Wentworth. I think I don't
Yeah.
think it's at every event, but I think, you know, because the hotel's still operating to a certain extent as well, I think this just gives exclusive use for tour players. So it's great that they've got their own gym. So obviously all the equipment's waiting to come in, but yeah, it's great. Isn't it? So
Fantastic,
big
isn't
as
it?
well. So
Yeah.
like I say, they'll come here in the morning, bag, store, everything here, use the gym, putt, practice, and warm up here. So yeah, and warm down obviously as well.
What are you doing? All right, I know this is the gym, and what a gym it is. And you and Danny look very comfortable together, don't you?
Oh, yeah, just
look very Bernie, how often do you go to the gym?
So this is my second occasion.
Is it?
Yeah. I'm not a regular goer of the gym.
No.
Though you think I am, but I am.
The way you're stacked out today, yeah, definitely.
It's a straight edge lifestyle. 'Cause I don't drink, I don't smoke,
Yeah.
and I eat healthily. So this is how I stay in this shape, not from gym work.
If you were on tour, do you think you'd be a gym user?
No.
So the main range then, I mean, it's come
Yeah.
on leaps and bounds from
yeah.
my training days up here.
Yeah, so it got refurbed. We reopened 12th of April 2021.
Yeah.
So a good year it's been open now, and obviously since we put Top Tracer in, it's been a big difference. Yeah.
Has it?
So we've seen families, children, stag doos, hen doos, as well as golfers, tour pros practicing here. So everyone, you know, at different ranges of people using the facility. So we've got 17 bays this side,
Yeah.
17 bays the other side,
Yeah.
and then a VIP exclusive room in the middle as well. So
And one of the big talks, you hear it with PGA, from the PGA, and you hear it on TV all the time, about grow the game,
yeah,
grow the game.
Yeah.
And I get asked this a lot, like, Dan, how are we going to grow the game, you know?
yeah.
But what you just said there, by putting in systems like
Yeah, definitely.
Top Tracer and things like that.
Top Tracers, I think, has been massive for that, in bringing people in instead of going bowling or, you know, or going to play pool, or, you know, actually coming to play golf and booking a bay and using the gaming systems that Top Tracer have got. So massive different demographics of people, and
Yeah.
I think Top Tracer has evolved the game massively. I think it's a massive impact.
You know, you've been involved, we were just chatting at lunch, and
Yeah.
you've been involved in golf now for a long time.
Yeah.
You've been involved in the coaching element, and obviously head pro, academy manager here. You've seen it change
Yeah, definitely.
with
And-
technology.
And I think, you know, I think you have to change as well. I think ranges now, I think if you haven't got Top Tracer, you're probably falling behind a little bit.
No different
you know?
than what a few years ago when a pro didn't have a TrackMan or
Exactly,
a GC2.
yeah. I mean,
or
this is
something.
like, well, it doesn't do what a TrackMan does, but it's like a mini TrackMan experience
Yeah.
when people come to the range, you know, and it keeps people on the range for longer, so
Keeps them entertained.
they're practicing, keeps
Yeah.
them entertained. They bring their friends. We have an F&B element now, so we do pizzas, nachos, etc. So they can order food into the bays. We've got music, big screens on the back of the walls here for Sky Sports as well. So it's like a proper family day
changed,
out,
isn't it? Golf is evolving.
Yeah, massively.
And places like the Belfry are heading that up, aren't they? With obviously,
Yeah, I think so.
facilities
Yeah,
like this.
definitely. Yeah, and there's been a big investment into the academy, and yeah, it's reaping the rewards now. It's been really good. Yeah, we've been busy, and hopefully it continues.
Well, this is the place I like. Wow, look at this.
So,
This
so
is
yeah,
this
again-
is my happy place in here.
So again, this got refurbished this year as well. So obviously Scotty Cameron putting green in
Yeah.
here. Full range of what Titleist do, from the exotics in here, different shafts.
Yeah.
You know, obviously all our different heads we've got to fit with, sure fit
Wedge
heads
yeah.
as well. So yeah, full range.
I mean, I've experienced, obviously I've had the opportunity to go to Woburn and see the experience up there, but I mean, you've got everything here. I mean, you've got all the racks up, you know, all the
we're fortunate. Yeah, we are. We've got
things.
some good facilities,
Yeah.
and the brands obviously, you know, support us by, you know, filling the studio with everything that they do, up-to-date products that we have to fit with. We've got our Trackman 4 that we use to fit with. That gets screened up onto the TV, so the clients can obviously see their numbers up on the screen as well. And then our ball fitting sort of service that we do over here as well.
And have you got dedicated Titleist fitters, or you train everybody within your team to kind of be able to cover it?
I've got 4 people who fit, and myself as well. I've got Jack Roberts, who's my senior PGA pro, who's a Titleist ambassador.
Okay.
So he obviously does a lot for Titleist. But all the guys get product training on what we're selling. So we have the manufacturers either come in here and do product training, or we can go to them. So everyone's highly trained in Trackman. We had Trackman here doing a lot of training at the start of the year.
Yep.
And so they're up to date on all the new products, know the technology, know the shafts, and know the Trackman numbers inside out as well.
Oh, I wonder where we'd find these boys sat hanging out. Joe the Pro.
Hello, how you doing?
Welcome to your first outing on the Sunday morning show.
Oh, thank you.
Had your cup of coffee? Have you had your cup of coffee this morning?
I've had a chicken tikka masala for breakfast.
Nice. Bernie, what are you doing in the TaylorMade zone? What are you doing in here?
I feel dirty being in here.
I feel like everywhere I go, you just pop out of nowhere.
I'm a sub-70 player, I can't be in it.
So this is kind of your little hub then, is it? This is your spot?
Yeah, so I've been with TaylorMade for a little while now. So this got converted into a TMPL from a TMPC this year.
Okay.
So basically that means now that we've got the gear system in here. So,
Oh wow, okay,
so if you
yeah.
see the cameras up in the,
hang
in
on
the
a minute,
corners
I'll have
and
to
all
have a little
above
look at
here.
these. But how many cameras are in here then with gears?
So we've got 7 camera system
Yeah.
with gears. The clubs over in the corner over here that have got like the silver dots on them.
Yeah.
That obviously are trapped by gears, and then you obviously wear the full suit, and then it gives you 3D sort of biomechanics.
I mean, you need a degree in biomechanics just to use that for that.
There's
that
a lot of
system.
info. There's a lot of info, yeah. So we had the guy from Gears
Sorry.
come over.
Are you interrupting?
I'm a little bit disappointed because I actually thought they were CCTV, so we've been really. If I'd known it was gears, I'd have helped myself. I feel a little bit upset. Yeah.
Yeah, so the guy came over early in the year from the States,
Yeah.
and spent a whole day with him. I reckon he probably touched on about 5-10% of all the data. So don't get me wrong, we know enough to give a good fit in and stuff, but if you're teaching with it, and like Bryson uses it for all the long drive stuff, I think he's got one in his house, Bryson, I think.
Yeah.
The numbers are ridiculous. You know, what you can go into is just insane.
Amazing, isn't it?
Insane, yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's
technology.
been good. So we got that, and obviously Trackman 4,
Yeah.
and obviously all the stuff and all the equipment that TaylorMade do as well, yeah. So it's a good studio.
Have you got all the brands here?
Well, we do 4 main brands, so we do Ping, Callaway, TaylorMade and Titleist.
Yeah.
So what we feel is the 4 biggest brands. So this is actually being refurbished in June, actually. So they're putting a brand new studio into here. We're having a Odyssey Toulon putting green put in here.
Yeah.
Coffee seating area on the left. And then just literally being upgraded. So Ping Studio, so really clean cut. They refurbed again, sort of start of this year, it was redone. Obviously TaylorMade will be my favourite studio, but this is pretty good, I do like this studio.
Ping have been a massive supporter here though, haven't they, over the years?
Yeah.
Because obviously with the PGA,
With the
and everything
PGA,
that
Ping
goes
have been
on with
here
it.
for a long time,
Yeah.
yeah. And I think custom fitting as well, they sort of started everything back in their day, didn't they? Ping, they were the traditional custom fitters. So yeah, Ping's been good for us.
So during tournament then,
Yeah.
they're not going to be using the actual, I say, inside bays. They're going to be using this bit here,
grass
this nice
tee.
grass teeing area.
Exactly, yeah. So this after the tour gets absolutely decimated.
Yeah.
It'll get ruined, and then literally the day after the event they greenkeepers come and fill it with sand and seed,
okay.
and then it probably won't get used until next year again. But yeah, so this is the grass surface that the players will hit off. You see in the distance is our sort of ball wash area.
Yeah.
So the players will be playing Pro V1, Pro V1X and Chrome Softs. And then obviously me and my team are running the whole practice facilities in the academy. We'll be separating the golf balls in there into different baskets, so different players wanting different golf balls. Obviously they can take them onto the short game area as well. And obviously out and
Busy week ahead for you then.
yeah,
It really is a
yeah,
busy
it's
week
going to be a
ahead.
busy week. So we think the range opens two players on Saturday, Sunday at 6 AM. So we'll be here probably 5:30, yeah, and here till late at night as well.
Yeah, because they do practice till late. don't they?
Practice a lot, yeah, exactly, yeah, and we'll be picking up all the balls as well. So,
Busy boy.
yeah, we will be busy.
So fantastic to catch up with Dan and get behind the scenes a little bit here and see what happens on the academy, and obviously how the academy is going to be involved in the tournament that is being hosted here this week. This golf club has obviously held so many events over the years, and even Richard Bland winning last year around here was helped him massively in his career. If you see what he's done after that, which is amazing to see, and then obviously all the Ryder Cups that have gone on. So what we're going to do as well, we're going to catch up with the guys that we're playing with today and just go through some of maybe their memories. And I'd like to hear in the comments down below some of your memories of maybe if you even came to the Ryder Cups that have been at the Belfry. We'd like to hear in the comments, but we'll catch up with the boys now and just see what they remember from those events. Oh, he said it. I didn't say a word.
Just had a moment.
The knees completely wet.
Just had a moment.
Ryder Cup memories around here.
Around here, came to the 2002. Yeah, it was 2002, wasn't it? It was rescheduled from 2001.
Yeah.
With my dad, and like I said, chatted about Asinger a bit on the first tee. We went around the first tee range. That was amazing. Just cauldron, like, yeah. You think you're nervous on the first tee at your club? I was nervy in the crowd.
Paul Asinger was nervous.
Paul Asinger was nervous, yeah. And what else? Yeah, I was quite young, so what would I have been? Quite young. But I remember watching David Duval on the 5th top one with a 5-iron from semi-rough, just a bad lie, and just topped it, and that was my first point, thinking, this is brilliant, they do it as well.
So these are the plaques that you would probably be used to seeing, 150, 200, 250, but what you're going to see in the tournament are the tour players are going to be going generally off these spots, and if you see the yardage books, again another little spot there, so they'll have little spray marks around the fairways, and they're books that they get, and I've probably showed you some of these books before because Paul's had a few for tournaments. That'll take you to the front of a lot of the greens, and then they'll have measurements to certain contour areas on the greens as well. And then what will happen is on the tournament days you'll get then charts for around the greens, so it will tell you where the pins are. And then, like when I was caddying for Paul at the Forest of Arden a couple of years ago now, just before I teed off, I'd get hold of that number, and I'd try and put those numbers in, so it just saves you a little bit of time when you're on the golf course. But whereas we would only get kind of 150 markers, 200s, things like that, they're going to get so many more numbers, especially when they get up to sort of around the 100, 120 yard mark. They're going to get a lot of numbers moving into the greens, which obviously helps with pace of play. It helps with them dialing in. Yeah, so just something slightly different that you're going to see on tournament courses compared to what we would normally play on. Ryder Cups then, Bernie?
Yeah.
Ever been to one here?
I haven't, no, I've never been to a Ryder Cup, even though we've had them in sort of South Wales and here, not too far away, but
Yep.
I've never been. You were asking about memories from the Ryder Cup. I'd say Christy O'Connor, that 2-iron hit into 18 is quite iconic really, and that's probably my first memory of a Ryder Cup, or as far back as I can really remember.
Yeah.
And that was obviously here. There's a plaque on the 18th, which I'm quite looking forward to taking a picture and seeing. But,
Well, we might let you even have a go from there. I don't think I'll have a 2-iron in the bag, but
no,
it'd be good to have a little go from these iconic spots.
I mean, also the 2002 Ryder Cup when you're at one and the celebration in the bar. I remember all the pictures, and and whatnot, and all the memorabilia from that particular event.
Yeah.
I don't remember much about the event though, to be honest.
No.
I will do some research before this comes out to have a little look, but yeah, I do remember all the celebrations and Sam Torrance and celebrating and stuff like that, which obviously was a great moment for Europe in particular. I'll pop it forward, get it running, get it going now. It's just going to drift off away from the hole. Watch it go, look at that.
You were just saying?
I was just saying, this type of stuff was exactly what Paul was done here. It was my abiding memory of playing tour events at Celtic, where you play it week in, week out, you'd miss a green and you just get your wedge out, bump it up and move on. Tour event week, the rough gets like this, it's patchy, fertilised, and you can get lies like this, with a big tuff behind, and you're going onto a green that is 50% firmer than normal,
yeah,
and running at 11, 12 on the stimp instead of 8. And then you realise quite how good they are around the greens, because it's just a different level of precision required, and then it puts so much pressure on your long game because you're terrified of missing greens in this place, and it just gives you...
Would you say then, based on what you're just saying with that, would you say then that, you know, when you get like the PGA Pro that qualifies to play at Wentworth, or like you qualified to play at Celtic, why they don't necessarily make a lot of the cuts? Because it's going from one extreme of a golf course to something completely different, and one of which we're just not used to.
No experience of it, yeah, I would say. And the benefit of doing this week in, week out, the benefit for your touch and the precision of your short game, it's the compound effect. So week after week you just get better and better and better. If you're doing it basic up and downs after a week, and then all of a sudden you come to this as a one-off, it's really tricky, really tricky.
As well.
So another memorable moment, Ryder Cup, Nick Faldo, and we've actually got the plaque here in 1993. I'm assuming they've had to change this plaque because it now says Sir Nick Faldo, because he certainly wasn't a Sir back in 93. Hole in one on the 14th with a 6-iron during the 30th Ryder Cup matches.
Very
what
good,
a shot.
yeah.
I mean, 6-iron from back here is quite impressive. 183 we're stepping up onto here.
So you think they were still hitting their irons, you know, a few years ago, still hitting them pretty long, them guys as well.
Yeah, they were.
Sending them out there.
I mean, 1993, you got to think he's probably blades at that time, isn't he? So, and probably more like traditional lofts, probably 35 degrees in loft with a 7-iron. So
definitely.
What's that? Sort of 31 degrees with a 6-iron. So
still a good
pretty solid, isn't it?
Still a good hit, isn't it? Yeah.
I mean, he's a big guy, isn't he, Faldo? But
yeah, he is.
Fantastic hole to get it on.
50 grand hole in one prize this week as well.
Oh, is that what it is? So hole in one challenge. Supporting obviously prostate cancer, first professional golfer to make a hole in one on the 14th hole on the tournament day. Retfred will donate 50,000 to prostate cancer. Well, why not? Absolutely. Definitely. So let's make sure someone gets one at least. So what is interesting about the 10th hole is, and we were talking about in the bus on the way up here, is that it's all about going for the 10th. So, and it started apparently, and I spoke to Dan about this earlier, and he was saying that it started by Seve in around 1978, something like that. But it's the iconic hole, isn't it? It's the iconic hole that everybody has to go for it when they come onto this, even if they can't even get there. They're going for it. And are we going for it?
I've got numerous stories where some of the trainees doing the PGA training come up here for a week have been sort of a little bit worse for wear and come out here and try to pump balls onto the green.
Good job you're not PGA Pro anymore, isn't it?
No, I don't think they got kicked off the course.
Did they?
But yeah, you've got to go for it. You can't come all this way, 3.5 hours up the M5 and a little bit of a detour here, and you've got to go for it, haven't you? As far as
you do. And actually, we're obviously playing the course today, but Bernie is our chief head of cameras today, so he's a little bit, as we said earlier, he's a bit sore,
a little bit of neck injury,
but he's going to have a go.
I'm not letting the people down, Dan.
We're not off this back tee, unfortunately, because they're protecting it for the event, so we're going to go a little bit further forward. Let's whack it. Let's whack it. Well, this is it. This is it. Are you going to lead us?
I'm
it's
not.
222 yards.
It's your honour, and we're playing match play. So
oh, sorry. Well, I'm trying to create. I'm actually trying to create 2 videos out of this. So we've got a Sunday morning show, which is creating this right now, what we're talking about. However, we've got, which is the challenge, but we've also got our event going on at the same time. So
this is very confusing now. Oh, Paul.
Bernie, zoom straight in on the hole.
Turning.
Oh, it's long. Oh.
It's your 5 wood, is it? I think you're chipping that, Paul.
Yeah. Chip her out.
It is a very small slither, isn't it?
5 wood for Dan.
Is it bunkers down the right? Is that what it is?
Any good?
Good as well.
Any good?
Good.
Very good.
Oh, look at this. What's a difficult hole? Everyone tells me a difficult hole.
Savvy. Thought about hybrid, now gone to 3 wood, going for a little choppy one up in the air. Oh, that's not bad though, is it?
Pretty good, isn't it?
That's not bad. Is that a bunker over there? No, nothing to worry about there. That's left of the water, so you're absolutely fine there.
Nice chip, isn't it? That's over everything.
Where is that? Oh, it took a branch off. Took a branch off.
About 260.
Pop it on there, boys. Sure, it's done.
The man of the moment, here he comes, out of retirement for the day.
Bad neck.
He's got a bad neck. What you got? A little forward?
I've got Paul's forward, but it's not sub 70, so.
What are you gonna do? Just slide one in, or
Slide in from the right, Dan.
off the right, drawing it in? Oh, shot of the day! Shot of the day! Oh, Bernie! Bernie! That is absolutely delightful. What was that about? Beautiful!
All these
Great
years, it hasn't been Paul, it's been his clubs.
Oh, look at this. We are literally in the media area. So this is where the players would be having their interviews or post-interviews, post-round interviews. So we've snuck in, haven't we? I don't think you're kind of allowed in here, but there's nobody about.
To be fair, it's pitch black as well.
How was your experience? I know you were on camera not playing it. I know you've been struggling with your injury a little bit, but amazing.
It's just great to visit venues such as this, and it's such a prestigious and iconic venue, really.
Yeah.
I mean, it's brilliant that I think it's had a European Tour event the last 3 years, which is brilliant.
Yeah, certainly COVID and things like that. It was hosting a couple of events.
It's just it is world class, the venue, isn't it? It's got everything you'd want for a European Tour event, and you know, one of the golf courses. Yeah, it's world class.
It is, and what's so good about playing a venue like this, and a lot of the venues that hold big events. Obviously, this means a lot to me personally because it's PGA.
Yep.
But we were talking about it as we're kind of working around the golf course, and you can see situations where amazing things have happened from certain spots around the golf course. You know, Christy O'Connor, Nick Faldo's situation. You know, the bunker there on 18 where Paul Azinger played that shot and then high-fived his caddy.
Will continue as well. And you know, there could be something that happens this week in the tournament that becomes, you know, we have a plaque or something, someone can hold a second shot or hole in one or anything. I mean, it's brilliant, isn't it? Yeah. So slightly off plan there a little bit, or on location, and talk about location, I mean, it doesn't get much nicer than that clubhouse behind us there, but I think that's it for the Sunday morning show. Have you got anything else that you'd like to report? No, I've had a really good day. We've been well looked after.
We have
thanks
been very
to the Belfry, thanks to Dan
the
for
head pro
allowing
here.
us to play here, and hope they have a great tournament, because it will be it'll be on next week, won't it? The week after.
It will,
so,
and next week we are going to be putting this, I'm going to be chasing my tail this weekend to try and get the vlog that we've just done out for this week so it coincides with the actual event. So we'll see everybody next week, but we'll also see everybody next Sunday.
Yeah, see you next Sunday.
See you next Sunday.